how to execute in performance mode. I'm Brian Hill with the Complete Combatant. I'm going to talk about the 6th stage of the Preparatory Cuing Index, which is the actual execution stage. We've done everything. We've been ready. We've stood up straight. We've settled our eyes. We've programmed ourselves through visualization and kinesthetic visualization or feeling. And then we have struggled on the line. We've taken a deep cleansing breath and released that. And now we're going to go execute. Okay. And for some people, they're slow executors. As a fighter, early in my career, I would not get into the fight until the other guy hit me. It's like I needed permission to fight. I had a good coach, and he looked at me, and he was very colorful, so we'll leave that part out. But he said, listen, if you're so stupid you don't know you're in a fight, I'm going to start punching you in the locker room so you can get into the fight. It's like, all right, I get what you're saying, coach. You know, I've come to do the thing. I've set myself up. Now I simply have to let go. The other side of this is like a guy say, well, until I make my big error, I can't be present. That's a self-limiting prophecy, and it means that you just won't pay attention until you screw up. It's a silly way to go about life. What you have to do is program yourself and be ready to execute, okay? And the only way to be fully present is to have a clear goal when you step to the line, okay? You have to know what you're about to do, and the only thing that matters in shooting is seeing the sights and calling your shots. That's my clear goal whenever I step up to the line. I've trained everything else. Now, context and self-defense will be a part of that, but you see what I'm saying? I can't miss. I'm calling my shot. I'm seeing what's important. I'm paying attention to the visual part. Very important for that. The other thing that you'll hear from people is they say, you know, when I step up, you know, I'm just going to let it work out. I'm going to go fast. I'm going to go slow. I'll pull this lever. I'll pull that lever. And it just doesn't work out that way. You can't just go and hope it works. You need something to pay attention to. So the clear goal, and then we're going to actually know when we step to the line to be present, and then we're going to get immediate feedback. So I was reading Brian Enos's book, and he said something in there that changed my mind about shooting forever. It's a small thing, but it means the world to me. And he was talking about stages that are limited, which for us self-defense shooters, oftentimes we shoot test or match that are limited. That means you can't do another shot. And what he says is if it's limited, you have to call your shot in advance. Why make the mistake and then call it afterwards? You have to call it in advance. Sounds like a good idea to me. I can't always do it. And sometimes I miss, and then I have to call it afterwards and make it up. But that's what I want to be doing. I want that immediate feedback. And then I want to stretch. I want to be more than I was yesterday. I want to challenge my skill, and I want to get better at what I'm doing. And I need to do that by managing myself to not get too excited or get underexcited and move forward and execute this whole process that I've done and trust myself to do it well. This is the execution phase. You'll know if you did it right by the following one that's coming up in the last video. But execute your current level of skill, what you've earned in practice. Do the best you can. Follow the clear goal of seeing your sights and calling your shots, and you're going to do well on this, okay? Whatever programming errors you have is a chance for you to make it up. And we're going to talk about how to fix that in the final video. So go out there and execute. Take the other steps in front of this, put them in your mind, order them, do them as quickly as you can, be ready to go. Have the 4 things that you need at the line, which is to be ready, well, to be fully present, to get immediate feedback, all right, to have a clear goal, and to stretch, to be more, to do more than you were yesterday. I'm Brian Hill with the Complete Combatant, and as always, measure, refine, and perform.